Hello, and thank you for joining us today on the Gentle Art of Crushing It show, where we focus on learning and sharing with our listeners all there is to know about how to create success in our lives. This show stands on the shoulders of giants. Our mission is to empower and inspire our listeners to create the life of their dreams whilst having a blast in the process. Let's celebrate life together. Welcome to the show.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us on another episode of The Gentle Art of Crushing It. This episode is called The Irreplaceable Mindset. I'm going to prove to you today why you are irreplaceable and why you should keep that in mind always. As of January 11th, 2025, there are approximately 8.199 billion people on planet Earth. So yes, you are 1 in 8 billion, but you're not just 1 in 8 billion. Okay, so let me explain. In the entire history of mankind, there's never been and there never will be another you. You are so incredibly unique that God literally broke the mold after creating you. Again, let me repeat that one more time. This is so huge. We need to let that sink in, all of us. God, once he created you and me, once he created each and every one of us, he smashed that mold after that. There's only one of us, right? So what's my point? I believe we all have a common enemy. So this enemy wants you to believe that you're not special, you're not unique, you're not important in that you have zero hope. This enemy wants you to believe that you're currently living in hell because his goal is to convince you to join him. But here's the truth. God is the exact opposite. As a Christian, I believe that Jesus came so that we may have life and have it more abundantly. As long as you are alive, you have the power to find hope. Even if you have the slightest glimmer of hope within you, that's a great sign. I am a human being, not a human doing. Don't equate your self-worth with how well you do things in life. You aren't what you do. You are what you do, then what you don't. You aren't. That's Dr. Wayne Dyer. And to be honest with you, I didn't necessarily understand that last part right there. So I'm going to read it again. I am a human being, not a human doing. Don't equate your self-worth with how well you do things in life. You aren't what you do. If you are what you do, then when you don't, you aren't. I misread something there the first time through. So Dr. Wayne Dyer, so super awesome author and speaker, and he's passed away a few years back, maybe 10, 15 years ago. So, what is your being? Decide what your being is. Is it joy, love, peace, harmony, servitude, growth, limitless potential, abundance, power, grace, or forgiveness? What defines you? That's a great question, right? I highly encourage you to take time reflecting on this and come up with some answers. Decide your life's purpose. Define your life's purpose. You define your life's mission statement and review it daily. I do. Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, and Sheila Johnson all have one thing in common. They are human beings just like you. If they can do it, so can you. Believe in that so strongly that you actively seek evidence on a regular basis to support that fact. The power of focus, your reticular activating system, or RAS. Why does it matter? Because your reticular activating system, you may be wondering what the heck is that, but your reticular activating system in your brain plays a crucial role in helping you focus on what truly matters. It filters out unnecessary information so you can direct your attention towards your goals, making it easier to stay on track. As the saying goes, where focus goes, energy flows. When you focus on what you want to achieve, your brain aligns with that focus, boosting your motivation and ability to take action. The RAS also regulates sleep-wake cycles, arousal, and neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and acetylcholine. Probably mispronounced that. All essential for maintaining energy in a positive mindset. So build an obsession for success, however you define it. And I would throw into success personally, spiritual health, physical health, mental health, relationship health, oneness with self-health, or honoring ourself, or, really knowing thyself, right? So Have you ever achieved a goal? The chances are you spent a decent amount of time, focused on that goal. If you had, people like Ed Milet, a tremendous success, believe that when you turn your desire into an intense obsession, it helps you attain your goals. Why? Because where focus goes, energy flows. This is so important and it needs to sink in. Where focus goes, what we're focusing on, we will put our energy into. Where focus goes, energy flows. If your mindset is stuck in stinking thinking, as Zig Ziglar would say, if you carry a negative attitude and if you're trapped in a victim mindset, you are limiting yourself. You're imprisoning your growth. You are stuck. Now, trust me, there are absolute real victims out there. We're not talking about this. Okay. And those who are victims, this is very similar to the last podcast in a lot of ways, but it's so important that we really, really hammer this point home with the, how unique each and every one of us are and how we have to really, really let that sink into our mindset and we have to really use it. But true victims out there are, being, trafficked, are being beaten, are being abused, and we need to support them. We need to help them when we can. We need to pray for them. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you are honest with yourself and you catch yourself going, yeah, I'm actually, not really a victim. I can choose to better myself here. Okay, that's what we're talking about. You can become unstuck. So the good news is you can change. The good news, again, this can absolutely be changed. Read the book Mindset by Carol Dweck. She argues that we either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. And at some level, we have the power to decide which mindset we adopt. Wouldn't a growth mindset be a much better choice than a fixed mindset? I think so. Now go out and prove to yourself and the world that you are irreplaceable, because you are. So what I would like for you to do is I'm going to leave you with an exercise at the end of this episode here. And that exercise is to take 5 minutes and just think about throughout the history of mankind, all the way up until now and all the way as far out as it can go. We're speaking about infinity here. There's never been another one of you. Never. There never will be another one of you. That's how powerful you are. That's how amazing you are. That's how unique you are. That's how special you are. So let's spend a little bit of time proving that to ourselves, and then go ahead and write down what means the most to you in this life. So what defines success? Where do you want to live? Who do you want to spend time with? How do you want to be? Do you want to be a loving person? Do you want to be spiritually fit, like I mentioned, physically fit, like I mentioned? And, jot it down into, a bit of a rough draft, and then take that to begin to craft your purpose for your life, and then finalize it by creating a short, paragraph. I would say less than 5, anywhere from 5 to 10 sentences long, but create your mission statement. That is you. Thank you very much for, being with us here on another episode of The Gentle Art of Crushing It. I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of The Gentle Art of Crushing It. It was an amazing episode. We know we sure learned a lot, and we hope you did as well. We want to take a second and thank you so much for viewing or listening to this episode. And please just know that we only ask for one favor, and that is to make this life magnificent. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.